Hello, this is Wakeangel2K1 bringing you a review of the Sonic the Hedgehog pack. The Sonic the Hedgehog level pack, I should say, from LEGO Dimensions. Let's start with a look at the packaging because, well, they really went all out and it looks kind of awesome. We, of course, have this wonderful image of Sonic running with a ring in his hand to that iconic loop-de-loop at Green Hill Zone, which even here, it's still, like, it just looks exactly like it does in, like, Sonic Generations. We also have a beautiful LEGO recreation of the killer whale scene from Sonic Adventure, along with that really cool Death Egg. Like, if you ever wanted to see a LEGO Death Egg look literally as menacing as a Death Star, there you go. You also get a preview image of what comes in the package, namely the Sonic the Hedgehog minifigure and the parts necessary to create the Sonic Speedster and the Tornado. The sides of the packaging just show off the Sonic in a close-up, and then some technical stuff on this side. The back of the packaging has another really nice LEGO image of Sonic in Marble Garden Zone from the first Sonic game, standing at the... It wasn't Marble Garden Zone, it was just Marble Zone. I did that on purpose to see if someone would be correcting me in the comments before they finished watching the video. Alright, so yeah, I mean, those are even the same Bat Badniks. They look so cool. And seeing the whole Sonic teetering on the edge of the platform animation, that's just adorable. You also get a quick little image, like, showing the Adventure World and Battle Arena, which, it kind of looks like... Is that what South Island looks like from a distance? Because, like, you got a whole bunch of regions, and it doesn't look like Angel Island, because we all know what Angel Island looks like. So I'm calling it. I'm saying that this is LEGO South Island. And, of course, they show you the alternate builds that, the Tornado and the Speedster can be made into, namely the Badniks Crab Meat and Motobug, and alternate vehicles Blue Typhoon and Egg Catcher. So that being said, let's take this empty box out of the way and take a look at the stuff that actually comes inside. We of course start with the Sonic the Hedgehog minifigure itself. This alone is probably enough draw to buy the set, even for people like me who do not actually own LEGO Dimensions. Yeah, I don't have the game, but I gotta admit, I am pretty tempted to actually get it. Maybe if during this week at Toys R Us I can find it for a really good sale, I might actually take the plunge and get it, if for no other reason than to play this level pack. But the Sonic minifigure. Let's get his accessories off one at a time. First, we have the RFID base. You can see the circuitry inside where the data for the character lives. And it's really cool with the iconic Sonic Team logo with Sonic in the classic Sega font. Well, not really the classic Sega font, but that's a very familiar font for Sonic. Along with that brown and orangey brown checker pattern, again, iconic to Green Hill. I hope you aren't playing a drinking game with me saying the word iconic in this review because you will die of alcohol poisoning. Alright, Sonic also comes with a gold ring accessory. Although it's kind of just a yellow ring. It has a strategically placed 1x1 piece Lego peg, a round Lego peg in the ring with one side big enough to cup around the Lego figure's hand so that he can hold it. Yay. And then the minifigure itself. Yeah. The minifigure itself is it's Sonic. Sonic's design is really simple, but I like how they didn't give him the short buck that has the non-articulated legs. He has a standard minifigure's body with all the standard articulation, which admittedly, for a LEGO figure is kind of sparse. He has a swivel head, swivel wrists, swivel shoulders, and swivel hips. So, very simple. He's not a Mega Bloks minifigure, he is a LEGO minifigure. And, they gave him the sock cuff but they didn't paint the white stripe or the buckle on the side of his shoe, and the inside of his foot is outright white. Not iconic. I mean, the single white stripe on the red shoe is like the most basic design for his shoe. Forgetting to put that in is probably the biggest miss of the figure. Like, wow, Lego. I mean, Sonic is such a simple character design. like you literally only had to put one stripe on the side of the foot and we would have been happy. And you missed it. And then you somehow managed to screw up in a way no one would have ever expected and made the inside of the foot completely white. How do you do that? How do you do that? Oh, wow. Also, similar to what happened with a lot of the Jazzwares and Tomy figures, the beige paint they use on the belly isn't thick enough, so the blue of the plastic shows through, making it look darker than his arms. Although they did put his tail and his two back spines on the back of the figure, painted in place with even implied shading, like they do with all minifigures that have, you know, complicated designs. The head, I was kind of expecting at one point a standard Lego figure head with like a Sonic hat you would put on top, but nope, the whole head is just a custom Sonic head sculpt, and it looks really good. It's classic iconic Sonic. Little bit of an injection scar right there, but it still works, and it's good. It has the iconic mouth painted on one side of his cheek look, because that's how he's always been depicted in the art. And there's a truck passing outside. Thought waiting until nighttime to make this review would have been a little quieter, but I guess even the Bronx never sleeps. So that is the Sonic minifigure. Missing stripe on the shoe aside, it's great to have this, if for nothing else than just to have that head. Alright, so let's move on to the little vehicles. We start with the Sonic Speedster. Now, not having the game, I had to cheat a little bit and look up a video on YouTube about how to build it. So far, I've only been able to find videos for the Speedster and the Tornado, so I don't want to watch a full video playthrough of the game because I don't want to be spoiled in case I want to play it for myself. But so far, my searches for the alternate builds have proven futile. I'll see if I can find them later on. So, but this is the Speedster. You know, a funny thing. This was basically the first Sonic the Hedgehog vehicle to get an official toy in any kind of modern toy line. I mean, not counting like the Sonic the Hedgehog Crash and Smash bike. This, the vehicle that he was in a kart racing game that a lot of people unfairly called a Mario Kart knockoff, was the first toy to get an official action figure scaled vehicle. Like, before the Tornado, before even the Death Egg, this was the first vehicle from a Sonic game to get made into an official toy. And here it is represented in Lego form, because apparently it's so important for Sonic to have his car. The fins, the way they're attached, they have this little bit of articulation. Don't really know what that's for. And if you disconnect Sonic's legs, there are pegs right there behind the cockpit where you can peg his torso in and make it look like he's driving. If you can get it in all the way. Come on. There. Look at me, I'm driving my car and I totally still have legs. This is kind of adorable. It looks like a Shriner's car. The base is, of course, translucent yellow plastic. I was actually expecting one of these to say Speedster and the other to say Tornado to differentiate them, but I don't know. I guess the data for all the vehicles is in both of these RFID circuits, so it doesn't matter which. Either that or a computer creates the data in that little circuit board when you put it on. I don't really know how the programming works. Although, it is a functional little car that rolls. Whoa. Hold on. I had to zoom in the camera all the way to get details. There we go. Ta-da! So, yep, it's a speeder. There is tampographed on headlights and this white thing on the grill. And really, this is the only what I would call a cheater part. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a large Lego piece that approximates a shape that you can't really build with smaller Lego bits. I mean, if this was a full-scale thing, I'm pretty sure you could have done this with official Lego pieces, but, yeah, this is a cheat piece. Although it is the only cheat piece that the little set contains, so I'm not gonna hold it too badly against it. Anyway, it's nice to have a little Lego Speedster. Go, Sonic Speedster, go! Alright, on to the final piece of this set. This is it, folks! This is the very first official toy of the actual tornado. The iconic red plane with the yellow stripes. Yep. It has a propeller that can turn, although it doesn't spin. And, you know, it's a biplane. It even has a little landing gear that can fold like that for some reason. I don't know, like, it's weird. When the landing gear are folded in, they point inwards. I feel like they should be the other way. But, you know, the instructions tell you to put them in this way. Again, you get the base unit, which is just a translucent cylinder put on that. Although, like, that looks a little bit off. They should have had, like, one more little piece somewhere so that it could have 3 landing gear. Actually, let's see. There are just a few leftover pieces in the box. Let's see if we can't BS together a front landing gear. Let's see, where do I put it? Will this work? Slightly angled upwards, like in the video game. And it could have stood to be a little bit longer, I think. Not bad, really. Not bad. The only real problem I have with this tornado is that there's nowhere for Sonic to sit on it. I mean, he can't stand on top of the wing because that's all smooth pieces. He can't get behind the cockpit because they put that thing in there. I mean, the only place with exposed pegs are on the tail fin. I mean, let's get Sonic in on that. Yeah. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. Yeah, it's that's not really a natural place for Sonic to be standing on the tornado. I mean, can we get him to, I don't know. He looks a little bit better when he's sitting, but I don't know, that's the control surface. It's weird for Sonic to sit there. Yeah, they definitely, like, I suppose if you just, like, if you took that part out, which is actually 2 parts, then, oop, not the head, then you could kind of squeeze him in there into the cockpit. There, now he's in it. Although, you know, you had to dismantle some of the tornado. Didn't have to dismantle anything of the Speedster. So, I don't even know what to say. This is the first ever tornado toy. It feels at least 10 years overdue. We should have had a tornado a long time ago. And I swear, if this actually is the gateway for for Lego to make actual Sonic the Hedgehog Lego kits outside of Lego Dimensions, they had better give us a freaking tornado. I mean, they could repurpose the Scooby-Doo biplane, because there's a biplane in Scooby-Doo. Slightly modify the design of that thing and make it out of red bricks instead of green, and you have a tornado. Lego, do that. Come on, it's the closest thing to a repaint you can do. I'm sorry. So yeah, it is great to see that there actually is now an official toy of the tornado. So like, if anyone can ask, hey, is there a toy of the tornado? You can say, yeah, here it is. Even if it is just like a mini, I'm not going to be able to put that on camera. Even if it is only a mini construction made for Lego Dimensions, an official toy of the tornado finally exists, and this is it. So with all that being said, even if I end up never getting Lego Dimensions, I am so happy that I got this thing. Just the very fact that it exists at all is enough to make me feel the greatest joy surge through my heart. I really might just buy Lego Dimensions just to have the experience of playing this game. Or at the very least, get one for a relative and then play it on their system, and then let them keep the thing. So yeah, if I find, I'm probably gonna look up instructions for these other two things soonish and see if I can build the alternate builds, but for now, I'm gonna leave it at this. If you have Lego Dimensions, of course you should get this set because it's freaking Sonic. But even if you don't have Lego Dimensions, just to get an official Lego minifigure of Sonic and the first ever official tornado toy, it might be worth picking up just as a collectible. Of course, if they actually do start to make real Sonic Lego kits, please do that, please do that, then we're likely to get, this again. And you know what? We might get Lego minifigures of everybody else, too. Oh, wouldn't that just be wonderful? I, for one, welcome those days, and really hope that they eventually come. But this has been Wakeangel2K1, and I'm going to sign off for now.